Lara Croft, the intrepid archaeologist and iconic protagonist from the Tomb Raider series, has ventured into a new and chilling realm, Dead by Daylight. But how the hell did she find herself amidst the fog? Let's unravel this mystery. In her previous adventures, Laura faced supernatural threats, ancient curses, and treacherous landscapes. Now, thrust into the fog, she grapples with an entirely different kind of danger. No longer seeking artifacts in forgotten tombs, Laura relies on her survival instincts alongside a group of fellow survivors. Pallets and windows become her lifelines, and her climbing skills grant her bursts of speed during desperate chases. Memories of Yamatai fade as the black fog envelops her, but the lessons learned persist. Laura's determination remains unyielding even when faced with endless terror. And of course, her innate instinct to seek treasure, whether it's an ancient relic or an open chest, never wavers. But how in the hell did Lara Croft find herself in the fog, where death is no escape? As the Dead by Daylight team welcomes this formidable hero, ready to prove that survival transcends even in the darkest realms, let's answer the question of how she found herself at the arms of the entity. I appreciate you guys coming back in. I am Daytrip, and this is my channel where we explore stories from the fog as well as true crime and horror in general. Today we're taking a focus on how Lara Croft, the newest Dead by Daylight survivor, has entered the fog and how exactly the entity got her arms into her. Let's explore. Even as a child, Laura was driven by an insatiable curiosity. Her father, Lord Richard Croft, an archaeologist and aristocrat, was frequently away on expeditions as she grew up, forcing her to become independent at a young age. It was at university where she met her best friend, Samantha Nishimura. Sam encouraged Laura to have fun and experience life beyond the quiet halls of schools and museums. When the opportunity arose to go to an archaeological expedition to the island of Yamatai, Laura jumped at the chance. Her mentor, Conrad Roth, selected her and Sam to be a part of her trip. Before they reached the island, everything went sideways. Their ship hit a storm and split in two, scattering the expedition across the island shore. Laura struggled to find her crew while avoiding the pursuit of the nefarious Solari Brotherhood who infested the islands. She managed to find Sam with a seemingly marooned inhabitant named Matthias, but when Lara passed out, Sam and Matthias disappeared. As she pursued Sam, she learned that the Brotherhood was looking for a vessel for an ancient queen, and, led by Matthias, became convinced that the vessel was Sam. When Laura finally tracked him to a cave under a waterfall, they had Sam tied to a pyre, preparing to test whether she was the one, or if she would simply burn to death. In a desperate attempt to save Sam, Laura let loose an arrow, taking out the torchbearer, but she was outnumbered and promptly captured and beaten by the Brotherhood. As two guards led her over a natural stone bridge, an unnatural black fog enveloped them. Her captors distracted, she broke free and leapt from the bridge into the river of blood below. As she sank, dozens of limbs reached out to her, grabbed her, tore away her bow, pulled her under. It was as if the river was alive. She kicked, she struggled to reach the surface. At last, she emerged from the sick viscera and found herself in an entirely new nightmare, the fog. That is how the hell Lara Croft ended up in Dead by Daylight. Now, I'm not sure for everyone. For me, when I found out she was coming into our beloved game, I wasn't upset, I wasn't jumping for joy. It was a pretty cool addition, and honestly, now getting a little bit more of the lore between how she got into Dead by Daylight, I'm definitely more excited to have her. This also opens the question, are we getting other Survivor mains, such as, Drake from the Uncharted series? Who's to say? But honestly, this lore did get me a bit hyped for Lara Croft, and I'm interested in what you guys have to think. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like as it does help. Consider subscribing if you're into this kind of content. I have a number of different videos on the way, a lot related to Dead by Daylight and some not so much. So I appreciate you guys and hope you come back to the channel and have a kick-ass rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one.